From the multi-purpose room at Studio 500, The Scott Newman Show with your host, Scott Newman.
All right. This is The Scott Newman Show. This is Scott Newman, and this is our very first episode. We're live in the multi-purpose room, and you may be hearing a scattering of applause. I can assure you, this is all artificial. There's no one here, but we've got some great post-editing that we're hoping to see, so that it makes it feel like we're living our own very live talk show here at Smith Ranch Homes. We've got an amazing team that's helping put this together. Outside the window, I have my master producer, Chris Ellingson, you know very well, and our camera and audio and visual coordinator, RJ Guba. Thank you very much. This team has been incredible to work with to be able to create whatever this is. What is this? Every Friday at 11:30 a.m., we're going to be giving you a new episode if you like to see this. Afterwards, we're going to air it on Mondays and Wednesdays at 10:15 a.m. as well too. This should be about a 30-minute episode of games, interviews, some jokes, some hijinks, whatever else, fill in the blanks. We're going to take some of the cues from some of the great late night show hosts. David Letterman has his top 10. We don't have as much time, and I'm not that funny, so we're going with Scott's 6. We're going to interview some employees at Smith Ranch Homes so you get to know of us a little bit better. We have some news for you as well too, and maybe some final parting comments as well. But I'll reiterate too, I'm an accounting manager at Smith Ranch Homes. Chris Ellingson is not an official talk show host producer, and RJ Guba is not a professional camera operator, although he was a communications major in college. So we're amateurs, accept the spirit in which all this is intended. We'd love to hear your feedback as well too, good or bad. Contact me, and we're going to come right back and we're going to jump into Scott 6. See you then. Welcome back to the Scott Newman Show. As we mentioned, we're going to get into our top 6, but we're going to call it Scott 6. I like the alliteration. And let's see what today's topic is. My comedy writers have been working hard, and today we're going to be talking about the top 6 ways to pass time during the shelter-in-place order. So this will be rich, I'm sure, friends. Let's get into number 1. Number 1 way to pass time during the coronavirus is to count every sheet on a standard roll of toilet paper. And then when you're done, do it again. Hey-o! All right, what is that, Chris? Chris is in the window right there giving me a 1 to 5, 5 being ha-ha funny, 1 being don't quit your day job on these jokes. That's a 1. That's great. All right, Chris, thanks a lot. Thanks, pal. Okay. Next one here, ways to pass time during the coronavirus shelter-in-place order, is watch and paint every Bob Ross episode, which you can see every day on weekdays at 4:15 and 998. Bob Ross, love him. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, guys? You good? You good? All right. That's a 4. 4. All right. That's top dog. All right. I think Chris wrote that one. That's why he came up with 4. Okay. Hey, this is a great one because I'm guilty of this. Another great way to pass time during a coronavirus shelter-in-place order is dig into a nice, juicy conspiracy theory. Myself, personally included, find a conspiracy theory, dig into your computer. 4 hours can go by, and you probably have about 25 windows open on your computer, and you're probably going to be afraid to talk to anybody on your phone or your computer. But conspiracy theory. Oh, that's a 5. All right, Chris, thank you. Okay, that one we're going to keep for best of episodes, hopefully in the future. Okay, we're halfway through, guys. Another way to pass time during the coronavirus, doing puzzles. Doing puzzles. Makes sense. We have puzzles all over the place. But here's the tip. I don't know if it's an actual official mandate by the county, but it probably will be someday soon. Perhaps you might want to consider dipping each puzzle piece into a pot of boiling water to make sure you sanitize it appropriately before you actually place it. So, puzzle time, guys. Chris, what do we got? Oh, that's a 2. Okay, well, we'll put the 2s over there, keep the 5s over there, and let's see if we can get a couple more 5s or 4s out of here. Okay, next one. Oh, after looking into your conspiracy theories or anything else going on around here, share gossip with your neighbor on your balcony through organized paper airplane throwing contest. Through paper airplanes? Yeah, I think it's probably the wordplay, right? That gets another 5. That's good. All right, through paper airplanes, share some gossip. I like to see some paper airplanes being thrown in the back north side of Building 600 from balcony to balcony. Don't call me if there's any paper cuts or poked eyes. That's the disclaimer here. Okay, number 1 reason. Number 1 way you get to pass time during the shelter in place order. I probably will say that about 6 more times later on this show. The number 1 way, if only I had an Ed McMahon right here just to help me along here. But the number 1 way to pass the time is watch the in-house TV channel 998 and immediately report all errors to Smith Ranch Homes immediately. That's a 10! Oh my, okay, we're keeping this one. We're going to put this with Rose right here, because that might be a well-earned number 1. So, that's the conclusion of Scott 6. Next time it might be best condiments on a hot dog. It might be the best Smith Ranch Homes continental breakfast pastries. It could be anything. And any suggestions, we'd love to hear from you too. So, that's about a wrap for the Scott 6. We're going to come back with a little news, and then we're going to get into some fun afterwards after that. See you then. All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the next segment that we're going to have on this program is meeting with an employee at Smith Ranch Homes and getting to know them a little bit more. So many of us know each other, but we really just know each other by faces and names, maybe a detail or two. But since we have time on our hands right now, we're going to try to get to know some employees here. We are trying to social distance as best we can and have our masks on. So the last segments, I wasn't wearing a mask, but my guest and I do. It could almost be a mystery guest. We could try that. But for right now, I invited a guest, Andrea Green, the dining room coordinator at Smith Ranch Homes, to come join us to learn a little bit more about Andrea. I asked Andrea because she's in particular a gregarious individual. So I think we're going to have some fun getting to know Andrea. But first and foremost, because we're mindful of guidelines and shelter-in-order places, I've got my trusty tape measure over here, and I want to make sure we're minding our social distancing correctly. So let's take that out there a little bit, pull it over there. There you go. Okay, I'm measuring 8 feet, and so I think we're good.
Absolutely, we're safe.
I think we're okay.
We're good.
Watch your fingers there. We don't want a workers' comp claim on top of that. But you have your mask.
I do have my mask.
You have your sanitizer.
I do have my sanitizer. Maybe I'll use some right
Use a spritz.
All right.
There's a water there for you that you could drink without a straw through your mask. I'm not sure how that's going to happen. But let's get to know Andrea a little bit. We already know your name and your position at Smith Ranch, but how many years have you worked here?
I've worked at Smith Ranch Homes for going on 5 years.
5 years?
5 years.
And tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you grow up? Family? Where do you live now?
I was born and raised in Petaluma. I still live in Petaluma.
Okay.
I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. I'm the baby of the family.
Oh, there we go. Welcome aboard. I'm a baby too.
It's great being a baby,
Love
right?
It. Yep.
Lots of attention.
Get it your way. Yeah, and so Petaluma, you're butter and eggs. I guess you're a big fan of the butter and eggs.
Butter and eggs, definitely.
All right, so when you were growing up in Petaluma, surrounded by butter and eggs, what did you want to be when you grew up? Maybe a dining room coordinator at Smith Ranch Homes. Maybe not. What did you want to be when you were a little Andrea?
When I was little, probably I thought about being a lawyer.
Okay.
Or a court stenographer.
Wow, okay, so one way or the other.
Yeah, I was always really interested in the whole court thing. It's,
Yeah.
pretty
So
interesting.
you're a little Andrea growing up wanting to be a court stenographer. That's pretty incredible. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever take any courses
No.
or anything? No. Okay. So that dream came in.
It was just a dream, yeah.
So then you get a little bit older, and maybe you get your driver's license at 16. What was the first vehicle that you had?
I had a Mazda RX7.
Okay. Color?
It was like a rusty orange. It wasn't.
Was it orange or was it just a rusty car?
It wasn't literally rusty, a rusty car. It was like a rusty orange color.
Okay. Good. And did you have to use a screwdriver to turn it on, or was it actually a pretty legitimate car?
No, I had a decent car.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's dive into you a little bit more. We know about your cars and your stenographer dreams, but tell us about any like special talents or gems about you that we wouldn't know. And I'm not going to ask you to do those talents necessarily here, but I just want to know.
Special talents.
Yeah. Can you whistle with your fingers?
No. Gosh, I can't think of any special talents right off the bat.
You're a talentless individual.
I am a talentless individual.
Well, I do know you're a bartender.
I am a bartender.
You've spent time as a bartender at Smith Ranch Homes. We may tap into one of those special talents a little bit later. So,
Okay.
So let's see. Outside of where you grew up, what are your interests? What do you like to do when you're not here at Smith Ranch Homes, or what keeps you
What
interested?
keeps me busy? My daughter.
Huh? Okay.
And I really enjoy watching college gymnastics, women's,
Okay.
and then baseball.
Were you a gymnast yourself?
No, my daughter.
Okay.
So that's how I really got into the whole
And
gymnastics.
Giants baseball, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Giants baseball, being a baby of the family, and having a daughter. I'm already vibing this a lot.
Right?
We get along.
Absolutely.
That must be why we get along so well. Okay. What was your first impression when you came to Smith Ranch Homes for your interview? You come through the gates. What did you think of the property?
Oh, what a beautiful property.
Yeah?
I mean, this place is just gorgeous.
Yeah. And then you walk into the clubhouse, and did you meet Danielle?
I met with Danielle. Danielle was a little bit intimidating to me. I mean, I walked in here not knowing what to expect in here. I mean, the dining room, I didn't know anything about this place.
How did you find out about Smith Ranch Homes?
From Star Staffing.
Okay. So
And
an agency.
Yeah,
that
the
provided-
agency. And I mean, this place is beautiful. I mean, I've driven by here my whole life. I live
Yeah.
in Petaluma, and I never knew this place existed.
So were you an agency employee at Smith Ranch Homes, and then we hired you later
Yes,
on?
yes.
Ah, that's a good success story. Then.
Yes, it is.
Very cool.
Great place to work.
So you've been here for 5 years. Tell me a quick funny story about, or something that's just memorable at Smith Ranch Homes since you've been here.
Memorable about Smith Ranch. I would say when we had the big storm here and there was a power outage.
Sure,
And we
yeah.
had to scramble to get people home.
Oh,
with the
wow.
elevators not working.
Right.
Everyone really pulled it together. John and Danielle. I mean, great, I got to see firsthand how everybody really worked together and handled everything well.
Mm-hmm. A total community response, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you mentioned Giants baseball. Let's take a break for a minute and or less, and come on back and let's dive into Giants baseball, because boy, I could talk about that all day long.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We're sitting here with Andrea Green, our dining room coordinator at Smith Ranch Homes. And earlier you alluded to Giants baseball, and that's just aching to my heart right there. Have you been a lifelong Giants fan? What's your affection like with the Giants?
I have been a Giants fan, but I didn't start until probably until they really started going to the World Series. I mean, sorry.
We have a word for that.
Sorry, I
It's
know,
called
but I love
bandwagon
them.
jumper.
I love them now,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you have a favorite player, either growing up or I guess now or in the last 10
I
years?
love Madison Bumgarner.
He's a man's man. I'll
He's
tell you
a
that
man's man, and he has this attitude about him, and I love it.
How do you feel about him not being on the Giants anymore? Are you going to still root for him
It
on
kills
the
me.
Diamondbacks?
I'm going to become a Diamondbacks fan now.
Yeah, real loyal Giants fan over here. That's great. How about a memory? Do you have a special Giants memory?
Oh, let's see. Giants memory. I met Matt Kane
Oh,
in
very cool.
Petaluma at
Okay.
Mr. Pickles.
Mr. Pickle Sandwiches.
Yeah, Mr. Pickles sandwiches. All the Giants games are memories. They're great memories, even if we
Right.
lose.
Well, in honor of you being here, Andrea, I had a suspicion Giants baseball would come up, and I brought my specialty 2012 Giants Championship Parade snow globe that I would love to shake, but unfortunately I would exceed our 6-foot distancing over here. But in honor of you, Andrea, just because I wanted to show off my wares of Giants goods. So
All right.
check that
Thanks,
baby
Scott.
out over there. All right, so earlier also, Andrea mentioned that she didn't have any special talents, and I don't think she's talentless. I think you got some skills. That's why we hired you here at Smith Ranch Homes. So you're a bartender, or you were a bartender at Smith Ranch. Tell me your specialty cocktail that you make.
I really love making Bloody Marys. Bloody
Mm-hmm.
Mary is my thing.
Are Bloody Marys only for the morning, or could you make them at night?
Anytime.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. They're good anytime.
Well, we connected with Andrea before, and we actually got together and recorded her signature specialty Bloody Mary recipe in action at the Smith Ranch Homes bar. So let's take a look and see how Andrea makes this apparently specialty cocktail. Take it away. Okay. All right. So, Andrea, you're showing me how to now make your killer Bloody Mary mix.
My killer Bloody Mary mix.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
What are
So
you doing
spicy.
here? Love spice.
All
Love
right.
it.
So
Yeah.
let's do a little bit of.
Whoa, that might be too much. I'm just kidding. It's good. It's good.
All right, and you know what? Actually, if you reach in this one, there's some Tabasco.
Oh, okay.
Add a couple dashes of the Tabasco. All right. Now we're gonna mix this up a little bit.
How much vodka are you putting in there?
Guesstimate 1 to 2 ounces.
Guys like to measure exactly. Girls kind of just pour in there, whatever it is.
All right. Now we're gonna mix this up a little bit.
How much vodka are you putting in there?
Guesstimate 1 to 2 ounces.
Guys like to measure exactly. Girls kind of just pour in there, whatever it is. I love it. Okay. Am I allowed to say that?
All right. Do you like Worcestershire sauce?
I think. Well, I want it the way you
Well,
would make it.
All right. So I'm gonna put in a little bit of ice to this.
All the way to the top.
All right.
Cool.
Can't add it all the way to the top.
Oh, you gotta bring the salad.
This is the pretty part. All right. This is where you build. All right. So,
Question: do you actually eat the celery, or is that there just purely for looks?
some people do eat it, but I think it does look very nice.
It does.
All right. Now this is the best Bloody Mary mix.
What is it? What are we looking at here?
It's Lefty O'Doul's.
Oh, Giants fan. Giants fan.
Giants fan, Lefty O'Doul's.
Good. Wow.
All right. Now we're gonna stir this up a little bit.
Good.
And celery is actually really good for stirring as well.
2 for 1.
Right?
Love it.
All right. So we are gonna add a little bit of some olives to it.
Okay.
A piece of bacon. Yum.
Bacon. Always good.
Bacon.
So you have a little bit of sweet and savory going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. And we're going to do the olives.
Wow.
And then a straw.
Do we have any straws when we're shut down?
Do we have straws?
Social distancing.
Sorry.
Social distancing.
Bar's not made for social distancing. All right.
Okay. So it's
Straw.
already stirred up.
It's already stirred up and it is ready to go. Scott, do you want to be my guinea pig?
Do we think this is fitting within county guidelines?
Nope.
Will I get in trouble if I just accidentally did a little of this? Oh, Lefty O'Doul's mix. That's where it's at.
It is the best.
That is a good Bloody Mary. I haven't even tasted the bacon yet. That's just even going to make it better. Andrea, thank you very much. Again, elbow bump kind of like
bump.
this. And come on down here, guys, when we open up our shops again. Hopefully Andrea will be behind the bar once in a while. She can make this great Bloody Mary for you. And cheers. This is definitely a talent of yours.
Thanks, Scott.
So, Andrea, I think you can now leave this room saying, you've got some special skills. Let's all try it out. I think we've got nothing but time and alcohol on our hands, and I think that's a good combination, for sure. So I want to have a little game with Andrea here, just to jazz it up a little bit. Because we're a homeowners association, we're going to do a word association. So I have a list of words here that Andrea doesn't know. And I'm going to say a word. We have 10 words, and I want to hear what you have to say just, immediately. First thing that comes into your head, please, it's G-rated. And censored
right.
for PG, PG-13, or R. So I'm going to say some words, and let's have some fun with this, all right? All right. And you can't break my eye contact. There you go. Okay, first word, cat.
Bag.
Bag. Okay. Pizza.
Cheese.
Cheese. Like that. California.
California love.
California love. I'm still thinking about this cat bag, but okay. Next one. Toilet paper.
Lack of.
Lack of, yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, there's no laughing in this exercise. I'm sorry. Okay, keep moving here. Buster Posey.
28.
Wow, knows the number. She is a fan. Okay, next one. Clouds.
Sun.
Okay, the opposite of, sure. Dining services.
Rules.
Rules. Lots of rules. Okay, don't know if you're a member, but COSTCO.
Food.
Food? Yeah, lots of it in bulk.
Right, bulk.
Music.
Love.
Can we repeat words? I think we had California love and music love. Okay. Finally, Smith Ranch Homes.
Work.
Don't sound so happy about that. That's okay. All right, that's good. That's good. We got to know your psyche a little bit, and it's related to cat bags and pizza and love. That's good. Okay. So we want to wrap up here by hearing from Andrea. She has an opportunity to address the residents at home.
I just wanted to say that everybody's doing a good job sheltering in place, and to please try and stay positive. This will be over soon, and be healthy.
Andrea, thanks for being here today. It's been fun to learn a little bit more about you. I'd give you a handshake, but how about we do a little, there we go, a little of this.
All right.
And we'll see you again around the property. And residents, please say hi to Andrea and give her a good smile next time we get back to normal here at Smith Ranch Homes. Welcome back, everybody. That's actually our show for us today. We've had a lot of fun, and we've tried some things out, maybe some hits, maybe some misses. But we wanted to end today on maybe a little more direct tone. At the start of the show, we had a clip that we recorded the day before production. We didn't know what we were going to be doing, didn't know what even was going to come out of our recordings today. But there was a particular time where the audio just went dead. It was maybe because of a text message or something coming through. But it was at a place where we were touching on actually a theme that we've been kind of working under. It's essentially making chicken soup out of chicken poop. And that's what we're doing right now. We know being at home is just a bore. It's a rough time. You've kept really positive, and we really appreciate and really impressed with how you're handling this. The residents should be proud of their community. We're really proud of you. Andrea had some nice comments for you. When they go home, they also have families and issues that they need to be working with in their own shelter-in-place orders. Keep strong, stay positive, and most importantly, wash our hands. Have a great day, and we'll hopefully see you again next time. Take care.